And now it's time for another transformational episode of the Conscious Life Awakened Speaker Series with your host, Vicki Howie.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Vicki Howie, creator of Chakra Boosters, Healing Tattoos, and your host for this series. So I am super excited today because our guest is Kute Blackson, and he has had a huge impact on my life. He's what I like to call the magic man when it comes to love and relationships. So do you want to attract your perfect partner? And by that, you know, I don't mean a perfect person, eek, where none of us are perfect, nor do we want to be, right? But I'm talking about the person who's that perfect fit for you. Would you like that? The two things that I'd like to I'm going to throw them out and just let you address them how you like. One question I have is, why are so many women attracted to the wrong kind of man? And the other one's going to be about how manifesting the ideal partner, some keys to how we...
Yeah, absolutely. Two great questions. I believe that it's really ultimately the way to manifest your perfect partner is to not focus on manifesting your perfect partner, but the way to manifest your perfect partner is to manifest your, in quotation marks, the perfect you, the best version of yourself. Because to me, you attract to yourself in relationship a mirror manifestation of your own state of consciousness. The man if you're a woman listening, and if you're a man listening, just reverse the genders for a moment. But if you're a woman and you want to attract someone, you attract to you a manifestation of yourself. So relationship is a feedback mechanism. Relationship is a mirror. And when you really understand that what you're attracting to you is yourself, what you're attracting to you is a reflection of your own consciousness, then it's no longer about the little strategies and techniques and the gimmicks on the surface, the 10 steps, do this, do that. It's not about that. It's about if you truly want to attract someone different, then you have to be someone different. You have to shift yourself from the inside. It's not about shifting what's out there. And it's about, it's really about you as a human being, you as a woman listening, clearing away whatever is in the way. Clearing away from your mind, your emotions, your nervous system, anything that's incomplete, anger, fear, sadness, hurt, guilt, shame from the past, incomplete, emotions around exes and relationships. It's about clearing away whatever prevents you from being the fullest, most authentic version of yourself and the fullest, most authentic version of love. Because I believe that as you clear those layers away, as I said earlier, you connect to the truth, which is I am love. And as you are love fully self-expressed without waiting for him to show up, or, there's so many women that say, when he shows up, I have so much love to give him. No, that's not correct. It's really about clearing away the blockages, clearing away the layers, the pain, the resentment, the anger, whatever is in the way that you may be aware of, that you may not be aware of. As you clear that away, you create space. You create space within your field, space inside of your body, space inside of your own heart and soul. And that space is an energetic invitation for a masculine consciousness, for a man that is able to then step inside of that, to step inside of your heart. That space creates a sense of receptivity. So if you really want to manifest a perfect partner, prepare the space inside of your own self. Clear whatever is inside of your own self. So if you're attracting the same kind of man over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's easy to say, well, it's men, it's that guy, it's my ex. But what I found is in all of those situations, likely there's one common denominator, and that's you. Exactly. That is you as the individual, you as the woman in the relationship. You're attracting for a reason. And because there are certain lessons, there are certain patterns, there are certain things that are incomplete inside of yourself. So that's what needs to be dealt with, and that's what needs to be shared. Every single thing that ever happens to us gets stored in our nervous system. So from the moment we're born, as children, every single thing gets stored in our nervous system. Pain, trauma, everything we're told by our father, ways of being, ways we're looked that every single abandonment, everything, heartbreak, our parents, relationships, screaming, fighting, TV, imprints, it all gets stored in our nervous system. And as a result, we learn what love is. We learn what love means. We learn an association of what love is. And as a result, our nervous system gets wired a certain way. So, for instance, if, let's say, your father was, let's just say he was aloof and he was not really present and he was not truly emotionally available. And, as children, we all love our parents. We all love our fathers, even though they may not be there for us and we may not see them even. But there's a part of us that has a connection. We love them. We want to be loved by them. So let's say your father wasn't fully present, wasn't emotionally available, was emotionally aloof or distant and disconnected. That creates an imprint in our nervous system that, that's what love is. This is what the association of love is aloof. Love is disconnected. Let's say your father was, abusive mentally, emotionally, even physically. There's this imprint that's kind of confusing because deep down we know, something's off, but there's an imprint of, that's what love is. It gets wired into our nervous system as to this is what love is. And as a result, that's why I found, especially working with, and this goes for men and women, but working with many women in Man Breakthrough, working with many women one-on-one, many times, a person will know, I know I shouldn't be with this kind of man. I know I shouldn't, I know this type of energy isn't good for me. But so often, when a man shows up, often a woman goes into you could say an energetic trance. And it happens for men and women. We go into this trance, and what often happens is I hear people say, wow, he feels so familiar. Or we often say, wow, I found the one. He's my soulmate. I feel like I've known him my entire life. I feel so comfortable with him. I feel like there's so much chemistry. He's the one. I've known him forever. Yes, often the reality is what often happens in that moment is our nervous system is resonating with the other person's nervous system, and because there's a sense of familiarity, my pattern fits your pattern, so it kind of fits in this familiar frequency, in this familiar vibration, that it feels like home. So often, let's say if someone's been if someone's father, for instance, was aloof, disconnected, distant, then often that's what love feels like. That's how we know love to be. So unconsciously, even though intellectually, logically, we read the books and we know, that's not what love is, but wired in our physiology, in our nervous system, there's an imprint. So that's often what we'll find ourselves gravitating to because it feels like home, it feels familiar, it feels natural. That's our imprint of what love is. And unconsciously, that's what often ends up manifesting and what keeps recreating in our lives. We will attract to ourselves, manifestations of our caretakers growing up because there's a deeper impulse inside of us to try and complete whatever wasn't completed. So to me, truly, our role, if we want to manifest something different, is to deal with our own patterning, to deal with our own programming, deal with our own inner wounds, inner beliefs, inner associations, clear the nervous system so that we can actually truly see clearly and make clear choices in relationship without being run by the impulse and the incomplete impulses inside of our nervous system.